Hello, social netizens. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine. I am glad you could make it here. It's on a beautiful Wednesday. Well, beautiful Wednesday evening. Today we are talking about what you can do when you cannot afford therapy, because we all know therapy is very expensive in this country. And yeah, then there's so much stigma around therapy. So if you are suffering from either of the two, stigma and lack of money, these are some of the things you should do, yeah, to help you deal with depression, especially because some of these other mental illnesses need medical intervention. And yeah, let us jump right into them. So I'll be reading from this book, so yeah, don't worry if you see me looking down. I'm trying to read. So the first one is check out your local community resources. You can check out your church, your mosque, or wherever else you worship your god. You can also check community health centers, and you can also check with your school or with your workplaces. Depends if your workplaces has a therapy section. Number two, read articles, blogs, books, and anything about mental therapy that you can get your hands on. And by anything I mean anything written by a mental health professional, because once you start reading about your problem, you are halfway done. You're halfway into you getting better. When I had depression, I gained a lot. I The fact that I read a lot helped me a lot when, in that journey of getting well, coupled with therapy and medical intervention. It went a very long way. So make sure you read a lot. Yeah, because that's where half of your help is going to come from. The third one is follow mental health professionals on your favorite social media apps, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube. Especially YouTube has a lot of information on depression and any other, all the other mental health issues. So there's a lot of information over there. And yeah, ensure you follow mental health professionals on those apps. Also, I think this is a bit counterproductive. When you're depressed or under a lot of stress, you find yourself scrolling mindlessly on your favorite social media apps. Like, you can be scrolling mindlessly on Instagram, on Twitter. You go back to WhatsApp, you go back to TikTok. Like, the whole day you can be on your social media apps because you're depressed, you're stressed, and that is the only thing that is giving you joy. So if you find yourself scrolling mindlessly on those apps, just take a little break and, go and refresh your mind. Go out, touch some grass, walk around. And yeah, so the other one is focus on meeting your social needs. When you're depressed, you sometimes don't feel like eating. You don't feel like doing anything. Like, how do I put it? Even sleeping becomes a problem. So especially on sleep, ensure you have a sleep routine, and ensure you stick to it, because When you don't sleep, it aggravates your problem. And even when you go for therapy, the therapist will ask you about your sleeping schedule, and they they call it ensure you sleep. No, they call it sleep hygiene, which means you need to sleep for approximately 8 hours, and ensure if you go to sleep at 9 and wake up at 6, or you whatever number of hours are good, so that you can function properly the next day. Ensure when you go to bed at 9, make sure it's at 9 no matter what, and wake up at 6 no matter what. That way your body has some sort of a routine, because sometimes when you're depressed, the lack of routine makes it even worse. The other thing, ensure you're eating healthy, ensure you're taking your water, ensure you're resting enough. So if you're depressed, do not overwork yourself in a bid to like escape from the reality. So yeah, get enough sleep. What else is there? Yeah, and don't indulge on drugs, because in the long run it's going to make it worse. Number 5, practice mindfulness in some capacity. If if meditation is your jam, if yoga is your jam, if breathing exercises are your jam, what else do people do? Yeah, and words of affirmation. Ensure you do either of those or a combination every other day. It makes your life better, especially meditation, so that you can calm your mind. Number 6, have a support system. A support system is very, very important, especially when you need to talk to someone, because sometimes it gets really hard. So identify family a family member or a friend, or yeah, those two. Ensure you have someone you can talk to, and ensure it's someone who has your back. Yeah, and if this depressed person chooses you to be their support system, please, for the love of Christ, ensure they feel supported, ensure they feel heard, ensure they don't feel judged, and yeah, don't make them feel like it's their fault they're depressed. So yeah, be a good support system. Number 7, journal oftenly, or have some sort of a reflection or self-study. Yeah, journaling goes a very long way, especially if you don't feel like talking to people, and if you feel like that they're not going to understand what you're going through. So just journal every day, every chance you get. Take out your diary, and yeah, you can search online for some of these questions for self reflection. Like, you can ask yourself, how am I feeling, why am I feeling this way, what can I do to make myself feel better? Yeah, such things. Number 8, learn to set and maintain boundaries. So this comes in very handy especially when you cannot say no to some people, or yeah, most uh most what am I trying to say? When you talk about boundaries, it's all about your decisions towards other people. Like, you can't say no. You can't say no to more work. You can't say no to some of these things. So yeah, set some boundaries and ensure you stick to them. If someone makes you feel some type of way, and you've already told them, no, this makes me feel this way, cut them off if it's going to make your mental health better. Number 9, build trust with yourself by keeping keeping your word to yourself. And this is where you set tiny goals like today I'll take 8 glasses of water. Ensure you take 8 glasses of water. Something like today I'm going to make my bed, today I'm going to do my laundry, today I'm going to, what else, yeah, read 5 pages. Ensure you do that. Ensure you make those tiny goals, and at the end of the day, ensure you'll have ticked them off your to-do list. Number 10, practice compassion towards yourself. Most of us, and whether we are depressed or not, we beat ourselves so much, even over the tiniest things, and we forget that we also need compassion. The same compassion we offer to other people is the same compassion we should offer to ourselves. So yeah, if you fail in some of these things that we have talked about, especially setting boundaries and building trust with yourself, don't beat yourself up. Pick yourself up, dust yourself, and restart. I mean, start over as many times as possible until you're able to be consistent with everything and anything you set your mind on. And yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you've learned something. Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe and share and comment and tell a friend to tell a friend and all that good jazz. Yeah, see you around on my next video. Also, I know I cannot, I'm I don't I'm not saying I cannot, but I haven't been able to be consistent with these mental health videos. But I'm hoping to make this one a Wednesday thing, and we're going to call it Wellness Wednesday. So be sure to check out on the next video next week on Wednesday, same place. Yeah, we will see whether we'll stick to evening or to morning. So see you around. Bye.